Today I'm going to show you how I make a homemade taco seasoning. My husband and I, when we started turning towards more natural and cleaner foods, we noticed that the taco seasonings we were buying from the stores were just not all that great. There was a lot of soy, wheat, extra sugar, etc. So go ahead and follow along with us and I'll show you how I make our homemade taco seasoning. You can do this with or without red pepper flakes. My husband makes a batch for himself with red pepper flakes. I make a batch for myself without them. And I take that recipe and I multiply it times 10 to fit it into a big mason jar. So go ahead and follow along. This is a large mason jar. Of course, you can actually just use these ingredients and make a one-time use recipe. So if you're just making tacos that night, you can just use this recipe and put it right in the pan. I like to make a bunch of it ahead of time and store it just so I know I always have it ready when I need it. But basically, you're just going to go ahead and grab your spices, a mason jar if you want to store it, a tablespoon, a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon, and a quarter teaspoon. And since I have this big jar, I definitely like to multiply the recipe times 10. So bear with me. You'll take 10 tablespoons of chili powder for this huge recipe. And then for garlic powder, I take my quarter teaspoon and put 10 quarter teaspoons of garlic powder in. Same with the onion powder. I take a quarter teaspoon and put 10 quarter teaspoons of onion powder in. For oregano, same thing, quarter teaspoon dried oregano times 10. Then with your paprika, you want to take a half a teaspoon of paprika times 10. You'll notice this is when my lovely little assistant came to help me. For the cumin, you need 1.5 teaspoons of cumin for a regular recipe. So I go ahead and take 10 teaspoons of cumin. And then I take 10 half teaspoons of cumin to get the full 1.5 teaspoons times 10. And then some salt, and it's 1 teaspoon of salt for 1 serving. So this is me adding 10 teaspoons of salt, and same with pepper, ground black pepper. I go ahead and take 10 teaspoons of ground black pepper. You could probably fit more than 10 in here, obviously, but I haven't figured it out yet, and I know 10 fits, so that's what I keep doing. Go ahead and shake it up, and I store this in the fridge. You don't have to if you don't have space. And there you have it, homemade taco seasoning. All organic spices, most of them were from Thrive Market. And you can find a link to Thrive Market below if you're looking for a place to find organic spices delivered straight to your door. And I'll go ahead and write down the recipe in the description below. Thanks for following along, guys. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, share it if you want, and please subscribe to our channel. We always have more natural and holistic living content coming your way.